What's going on, guys? Wingspan here and welcome back to another redstone tutorial. And today, guys, I'm gonna be showing you how to make this really cool and simple 2x3 door in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. You may think that this is just an ordinary 2x3 door, but you can see we have a couple of the arrows over here, this side indicating otherwise. If you actually press the lever, you can see that the opening and the closing is really cool. You can see that the bottom two blocks and the top two blocks are going to retract to the left side, and two blocks in the middle are going to go to the right. I really like this opening, and I'm not just going to make a simple sliding 2x3 door like this one, because this is way more interesting. I think this would be amazing in some kind of the futuristic base because of the actual little closing. It looks like it's really sturdy and it's not going to go anywhere because two parts are kinda interlocking over there. And of course the rest of this wouldn't be really that amazing if it wasn't crazy simple. As you guys already know, I like to keep things as simple as they can possibly be as far as the redstone goes, and this contraption is no exception. You can see we're only gonna be using 3 double piston extenders in today's door, and you probably recognize this design since we actually use it like in the previous 3 videos as far as the redstone doors go. You can see just a simple contraption as this tiny double piston extender can make a lot of different doors, and that's why I absolutely love making different doors. Using pretty much same contraption you can come up with 1,000 different designs, and you can see again the opening and the closing of this door is really amazing, and the redstone is really simple, and I'm going to show you how to make it right now. So the blocks we're going to need for this are some block of choice for the redstone and for the door. We're going to need some removable blocks. You probably know that my block of choice is going to be obsidian, but you can use glazed terracotta, leaves, maybe pumpkins and melons, whatever you want. We're going to need some sticky pistons, of course slime blocks and the honey blocks. We're going to need some redstone repeaters. We're only going to need one slab, and of course we're going to need a lever to activate our door. First thing we're going to do is install the double piston extenders. Again, we're going to go 3 blocks high, and then we're going to add 2 of the sticky pistons pointing to the right. And this over here is going to be the bottom part of the actual door. We're just going to go behind and again make a 3x3 area. You guys are probably bored of me saying this, but again we're going to need another repeater going into the first sticky piston on max tick delay. And for the second one we're going to need to double that, so we're going to be using 2 redstone repeaters on max tick delay. And we're just going to wrap the redstone around. Over here we can just put in the lever to test if it works. You can see we got ourselves the double piston extension, and if we click it again we're going to get the double piston retraction. We're just going to activate that for the time being to put in our slime blocks. Then over here on the top we're going to need alternate between them. So you can see we started with the slime blocks, then we go for the 2 honey blocks, and on the top we're going to add 2 more of the slime blocks. And we basically need to add the actual double piston extenders for these 2 layers. Starting with the honey block side, we're just going to go to the right over here and build 5 blocks from the actual honey block. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go ahead, destroy the first 4 because we need to put in the double piston extender, keeping in mind that we need that 2 block gap between the actual honey block and the sticky piston right there. Then we're basically going to copy the exact same thing we did on the other side for the redstone, making a 3x3 platform. So 1, 2, 3 and just add 2 more layers to that. And again we're just going to copy the redstone. For the first sticky piston put in 1 repeater on max tick delay and double that for the second one. Just grab the redstone and kind of wrap it around. And we have one final double piston extender that we need to do, and that's for the slime blocks right there. We can just go over here and add a couple of the blocks over there, and we're going to destroy the first 2 because again we need that 5 block gap to actually put in the 2 sticky pistons, making sure that again we're going to get that 2 block gap in between them. And then again we are going to do the exact same thing we did over there, making a 3x3 platform, basically copying the redstone that we have right there. If you have a couple of the struggles you can just copy it over here, which is just 1 block above it. Go ahead, make a 3x3 platform. Grab the repeater, have 1 into the first one on max tick delay and 2 for the other one. And again just go ahead and wrap the redstone around. And then it's time for us to actually combine all of these guys using a little bit of the redstone. Before we actually connect them with the redstone, there is one thing that I always do when I'm making the redstone doors, and that is to actually make a little platform, a little tunnel for us to lead into our base over here. That way you know where you can actually place the redstone. So over here we are just going to place a couple of the blocks underneath, immovable blocks. I'm gonna be using obsidian. Make sure that you don't place any of them on the side because this is kind of like a sliding door. we're going to place 2 obsidian on the top, and right over here we are basically going to kinda complete the actual circle or the square, however you wanna call it. Just go with the obsidian around it. And you're basically going to end up with the basic nether portal, and then we can just kinda extend this little platform over here to basically cover up our redstone. Just go ahead and finish this up. Now that we did that, we are basically going to connect the redstone, and then we're going to decorate the front of the actual door. So you can see over here we're gonna need to actually connect this side with the top one. So before we actually do that, we're just going to have 2 of the blocks going right there and 1 right there. So you can see we're gonna be connecting this double piston extender with the one on this side to the middle block right there. So just go ahead and kind of wrap the redstone around. And over here we're basically going to make a little staircase going to the far left right there. So just go ahead and bring the redstone around, and you're going to see that everything is going to get connected. And the last thing we need to do is basically connect these 2 sides right there. We're actually going to destroy this block, and this is where we're actually going to have our slab. So just go ahead and place 1. And then over here we are basically going to do something like this. Having 2 blocks right over here, and we're not actually going to get the redstone from this piece over here. We're gonna be getting it from this piece right there. You can see we're just going to place 1, and over here to basically finish everything up. You can see we are basically gathering the signal from this redstone, because we are using a slab or any other transparent block. You can see the redstone can actually go to this block, and then it's going to go to the actual top double piston extender that we have, and we are basically done. All we have to do is just maybe have a little repeater to extend the signal, because you don't really know how many redstone you're going to use, because it depends where you actually want to have your lever. If you just go ahead and click it, you can see that everything is going to connect. If we click it again, we're going to get our opening. You can see this is basically what's happening. The 2 slime blocks that we have over here are basically retracting to the left, and the honey block is going to go to the right, making a really nice opening. And of course, last thing you want to do is basically put in some block of your choice for the door, or if you want you can just keep it with the slime blocks and the honey blocks, but I like to use iron blocks for all of my doors, so we're just going to place them on top of the honey blocks and the slime blocks, and it's now time to basically use some block of your choice to basically cover up the redstone over here, just like so, creating a little outline for the actual door. And now what we can do is basically go down to a redstone, place a block for choice over here with the redstone on top of it and another block on top of that. That way we can basically activate the door from this platform. You can see again the closing and the opening is really nice. You can see that we are actually going to have some blocks missing right there. So basically what we want to do is just kinda decorate it over here. I'm just going to use iron blocks to kinda basically match what we have for the obsidian on the other side. Just go ahead and make sure that none of the slime blocks and the honey blocks are actually gonna be touching these movable blocks. And what you can do is basically finish this up with a little bit of the obsidian, fill all of the gaps in, and you're going to see that we got our finished door. We can just go ahead and test it to make sure that we didn't mess up anything. Basically you're checking that you didn't actually place a movable block next to the slime block that we actually don't want. You can see when the door opens, it looks really nice over here, and I absolutely love this door. But that's basically all there is for this video. So if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you think any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.